All right, so we got a situation here with a rampant squirrel growth over the past couple of years. So 2 years ago, which is where we're going to start this situation, there were 8 squirrels. Then last year, there were 12 squirrels. And this year, there are 18 squirrels. So we're writing an equation that represents the situation. If this rate of growth continues, how many squirrels would you expect to see in 5 years? So I guess I'll do this in 5 years. Is your answer realistic? Why or why not? So to start, again, 2 years ago is where we're going to start here. So y equals a times b to the power of x. In this case here, we are going to say that my initial value, or I guess we'll say, x and y table here. The time from 2 years ago, at the very beginning of when we started looking, which is 0, there were 8 squirrels. Then after a year, there was 12. And then after another year, there was 18. So in this situation here, when I'm going to write this equation, I'm going to go ahead and plug in some of these values and solve for a and b. So to start, I'll plug in 8 equals a times b to the power of 0. And that tells me that a is equal to 8. Next, I am going to go ahead and find my b value by choosing a different point. So I'll choose my second point here. I'm going to use y equals now 8 times b to the power of x. So I plug in my y value, I plug in my x value, and then I solve. So I get 12 over 8 equals b to the power of 1, or if I simplify that, I get 3 over 2. So now my final equation here is y equals 8 times 3 halves to the power of x. And so we're asked to see how many there are going to be in 5 years from now. So I'm going to plug in 5 for x. Wait, no, my fault. It should be 7 because 5 years from now, remember my equation that I created was saying that when x is 0, that's 2 years ago. So 5 years from now would be 7 years from 2 years ago. So I think it's kind of confusing. So once I kind of plug this into a calculator, I get about 136.7. First of all, that's a wild amount of squirrels. And second of all, you can't have a decimal of a squirrel. So it just is unrealistic is in this situation.